This is gardening day on the farm. Actually, I have to plant some food so I'll be able to make it through the fall. I know many of you got those stimulus checks. One for your wife, probably one for each one of your children. But I didn't get my stimulus check, so I have to plant food. I began this garden, well, I'm gonna say when I put it to bed last year. Took straw, I covered the entire garden after I tilled it up. After I removed the T-posts, the gates, and the tomato cages, and a variety of other things that I had built to accommodate string beans, and snow peas, and morning glories. I love morning glories. Morning glories remind me of when I was a little boy. My mom planted morning glories, and they were everywhere. I mean, they were everywhere. And those morning glories really took off. I mean, they went through this gate, and I'm about to show you that gate. I'll show you a picture of how the garden was last year. And I'll show you a picture where it's beginning this year. And it's pretty much the same beginnings. Go back to that straw I put down. In the past, we'd always have these beautiful gardens. Tilled up, black dirt, rows and rows. And then I would find myself pulling weeds and grasses. At some points, it would take an entire day if I let it get ahead of me. I guess I probably did that once or twice. So I've taken straw and I put the garden to bed at the end of the season. That garden covered with straw. Last week I started working the garden. I had germinated some seeds in the garage for my tomatoes and peppers, etc. And I planted my peppers about 2 weeks ago, leaving plenty of room for the root base to expand without having to work too hard in the loose soil. And I would recover it and cover it again with straw. But we had a cold spell come through and I lost all the peppers that I spent months germinating in the garage. Yeah, that was a bummer. That was a bummer. But I'm back in business. I've planted peppers. I've planted my tomato plants. We have squash. We have watermelon. We have green beans. We have a row of corn across the back because I really like the way that looks. And then throughout the garden, I have giant mammoth sunflowers. I plant these sunflowers to attract the aphids. They'll attack the sunflower leaves rather than attacking the leaves of the vegetable plants. That works out fine for me. It's a natural way of protecting your plants without having to use chemical sprays. Our garden is very organic. Our pastures are very organic. So I'm looking forward to a bountiful harvest this year. Leanne wanted cabbage, so we got cabbage going. Leanne wanted lettuce, and we have lettuce going. I wanted jalapeno peppers and herbs, lots of herbs. I love my herbs, my basil, and my tarragon, and my sweet dill, and my, my favorite, rosemary. I can't cook without rosemary. I even planted some garlic this year. Hopefully this garden will turn out to be a peaceful garden. A place where I can sit and become one with nature, where I can talk to God, where my soul rests as my spirit dances. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I get around the garden, I get all calm, laid back. You know, this morning's quote, the glory of the garden. There is glory in the garden. hands in the dirt, head in the sun, heart with nature. To nurture a garden is to feel not just the body, but the soul. Yeah. Alfred Austin wrote that. And if you had the experience of your own backyard vegetable garden, you'd understand exactly what he was saying. Happy Saturday.